The 2018 Visionary Principal of the Year elementary level is Dumar Burgess. Dumar Burgess is in his 8th year as principal of Hawthorne Elementary School in Willingboro, New Jersey, and is creating a school culture where the students are engaged in learning and the faculty are growing as professionals.
And because if we just accept the status quo, if we don't challenge the existing structures, if we don't try to move and do things in different ways, we just become antiquated. So we just try to figure out a program that not only work for, like I said, for kids, but also work for teachers to make them more valuable as professionals as well.
One of the keys to this transformation at Hawthorne was partnering with Children's First Initiative to incorporate the balanced literacy framework.
So the goal was not just to have students go through a textbook. It was really to try to see if we could ignite a passion for reading and literacy. What balanced literacy does is it gives us components to it. So there's a read aloud, there's a word work, there's guided reading. You'll see teachers modeling a lot more. There's writer's workshop. Prior to going towards balanced literacy, there wasn't as much collaboration. So you see teachers collaborating because we have to support each other through the process. It's really about working on things that work best for kids and at the same time working on things that make us better instructors and professionals.
And upgrading the building's technology was an important part of the program's success.
We wanted to make sure that teachers had whatever resources they need. So we invested a ton in Chromebooks and laptops, to make sure that students have access on a regular basis. But you'll also see students working on PowerPoint presentations, doing research, typing up papers, because we went from having 4 computers in a class to now teachers can have access between 4 and 25 computers.
Spend a few minutes with Mr. Burgess and it becomes clear just how much he cares for his students and they for him.
First and foremost, he's an amazing principal, and he strives to make sure our school is the best. He gets us amazing technology, and right now I think our school has the most technology, and that's all because of him.
I like Mr. Burgess because he's nice.
Just awesome. He builds relationships with the students, which I think is a great thing. He's a visible principal, so he's not one who sits in his office and stays behind his desk, but he's out and greeting everyone and ensuring that, the instructional practices are being implemented in the best way possible.
He's kind of like the type of person you can talk to during hard times.
Mr. Burgess is one of the most wonderful people I've ever worked with. They just love him because he's authentic.
So we see that our kids are kind to each other, which is amazing. We always say make sure wherever you go, you represent Hawthorne Elementary and you carry those values that we try to instill when you go, so we can get the next group. You guys are role models for them to follow your lead. I think that we saved the world. I think educators save the world. Every profession is connected to education. Everything that comes out of the human species come from an educated person, somebody who knows something. So if we can get our kids to thinking and to being good people and making good choices, we just make this world a little bit better.